Is the Black Coach any good? Yeah, so I have to ask in all seriousness, what was the problem supposed to be with this unit again? Maybe that just comes from a time before they tuned chariots upwards. But this is a single entity chariot with ferocious fighting potential, and a trio of exalted bloodletter style mechanics kicking in with kill quotas. Yes, it's good. Please like, subscribe, comment, and donate slightly used souls to my Ko-Fi page if you are so inclined. I need all the help I can get. Thanks. The Black Coach costs 1100 gold to recruit and has an upkeep of 275, which is far from top tier as far as cost is concerned. Health is 5980 on Ultra. Armor is 60, 60 isn't bad. Leadership is 40, which isn't high, but undead factions tend to have leadership reasonably low in the first place. Speed is 74, which is a good deal faster than the Mortis Engine. Melee attack is 29 default and is magical attack. Attack interval is 3.2, which is amazing. Chariots aren't supposed to be brawlers, but this one punches down with frequency. Splash is very large, and a maximum of 6 targets are damaged per splash, which is decent for a single entity, not exceptional. Melee defense is 25, which is meh, whatever. Weapon strength is 200, but I want to note that the Steam Tank also has 200, and the Iron Demon started there before it got buffed. Base damage is 50, and armor piercing is 150. There is a comfortably fat bonus versus infantry of 20. This means rank 0 melee attack is 49 against infantry, and base damage in melee is 50, armor piercing damage 165. Charge bonus is 80, which is high, which is identical to the Steam Tank. By the way, before I make a separate video for it, I learned how to get around the alt attack not working. You press F to force melee mode, then you can use the Steam Tanks properly, and if fire at will is on, they'll take pot shots if stationary and not in melee. So, back to the Black Coach. Mass is 1700, which fits what we see. It's a coach, not a tank. So, this undead unit is not a siege attacker. I repeat, not. It inflicts fear and terror, and this is why I put version numbers in the description. For the current patch 4.0, Black Scythes requires a level of kills, not a number of seconds in melee combat. 40 kills are required, as in, if you're fighting Ogre Kingdoms, you may never get this. If you're fighting a Primeval Glory army, you may never get this. If you're rolling over Skaven Slayers, you'll get it fast. Black Scythes imbues flaming attacks, which can be a big deal, positive or negative, against some factions, and increases armor-piercing damage by 50%, so 150 to 225, plus whatever you get from the bonus versus infantry at that point. Duration is infinite. Once it's on, it stays on until the battle is over. Unholy Vigor is a passive that, translated into English, makes your Black Coach fatigue level drop by 1% every second. It requires 80 kills to activate, and duration is infinite in battle. Note there is absolutely nothing about staying in melee required. Take the coach out for a breather, and it'll be roaring to go in no time. Finally, Black Nimbus activates with 120 kills, a fairly high bar, but grants 40% damage resistance, as in word save, and also grants Strider, so no more caring about piffling trees in your way. Duration is once again infinite in that battle. So like I said, you may not always get these bonuses, but these gimmicks are not small. Moreover, they are hard-baked into the cake. Everything else I'm about to say is on top of these bonuses, not at their expense. In the Redline Lord skills, Carriages of Death offers a maximum of plus 12% speed and plus 8 melee defense. Speed is a modest strength of this unit and helps in building figurative and literal momentum, and melee defense is a notable weakness. Dread Knights grants rank 7 and above vets plus 12% weapon strength, plus 12 flat charge bonus, and 8% ward save, so you'd be looking at 224 weapon strength base before the 50% armor piercing bonus, 92 charge bonus, and 8% ward save, on top of the 40% if you have 120 kills or better. Once again, what was the problem with this unit? In the tech tree, Vampiric Revivification gives plus 15 armor and another plus 10% charge bonus, so that would be just over 100 for a rank 7 coach with all the buffs. Delusions of Grandeur grants upkeep and recruitment / raise dead cost reduction, and plus 2 for recruit rank. As I've long stated, the more elite the unit to start with, the more it is a sponge for any kind of magical assistance, including regeneration/healing, Danse Macabre, to increase melee attack, and normally you might call that wasted on chariots, but again, this attacks viciously fast. Anything you can do to get it to at least the 40 kills mark faster means a more effective and powerful unit. How do you use the Black Coach? Well, if it's not obvious by now, it's a chariot. A powerful chariot, but a chariot nonetheless. You want this moving and charging as much as possible. You want it making a ruckus. You want it to trample and roll over masked opponents, mainly infantry. But honestly, it's much better than a lot of chariots would be against cavalry. That's not your ideal target since you can't shove cavalry around, but you do your best with what you have. Bottom line, this is a unit you need to micro to do any real good with it, but if you have an army that can take care of itself, for the most part, and inflict the coaches on appropriate targets, they'll soon upgrade to amazingly high vigor and combine 8% ward save from the rank 7 buff and 40% ward save from Black Nimbus. Fat chance chewing through that armor anytime soon. Incidentally, yes, I do understand the people saying Black Knights are just that good, so why would you bother? Well, because chariots are largely fixed, and it's fun. Do I need a better reason? I do not. You do not. Coach away. Take care, and have fun giving your opponents life guidance, leading them to the afterlife in short order. You're literally coaching them to death.